Some of y'all, you spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You spend so much time trying to fit in that you don't even know who you are. You know other people more than you know yourself. You studied them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time in them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself. I challenge you to take yourself out. There's some young ladies right now, you fine, you pretty, you got it going on. Some brothers, you handsome, you suave, you got swag. But you know what your problem is? You've been in one relationship after another relationship, and you ain't never been in a good relationship because you don't even know you. You spend so much time taking her out. You spend so much time trying to impress him. You spend so much time buying her flowers, taking her out to lunch. You spend so much time calling him. You don't even know who you are. You heard what I said. You've invested so much of your time in being liked by other people, being loved by other people, being appreciated by other people, that you don't even know who you are. And I challenge you to invest time in your own self. I challenge you to get to a place when people don't like you, it don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to blow up. You're trying to get to the next level. E.T., I don't like the fact that you do this. I don't care. I'm not living my life for you. I'm living my life for me. I dare you, number 2, to invest in yourself. That's right. I dare you to invest time. I dare you to be alone. I dare you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. I dare you to take yourself out to eat. I dare you to take yourself on a trip.
Take an honest look about what's going on in your life. What's working, what isn't working. What isn't working, really examine it. Find out what you're doing to cause it, okay? And if it's not you causing it and you honestly think it's something else or someone just holding you back, guys, as much as it might hurt, cut them loose, man. Cut them loose. You're going to find such more growth and opportunity, and you become a better person, stronger person, where you're really able to help them if you want to later in life. You gotta love yourself in order to love somebody else, guys. You gotta be whole and happy with who you are if you never help somebody else out. People say, oh, it's selfish to just care about yourself. Well, if you need some fixing and reworking, it's not selfish, because you can get yourself better and then be able to really lend a hand in an honest way to somebody to really help them out. Anyone that's around you guys that's been it for the last couple of years, that's always complaining this and that, kick them to the fucking curb, man. And if you guys are in an environment, a bad work situation, you know, you just don't want to leave it because you're like, oh, it's tough out there and everything else. But this fucking work environment is making me a psycho. And I come home and I just want to yell and scream. It's a bad home environment now because my work environment. You know, get that fucker out of there. It might be hard for a couple of weeks, but either way, you'll find a new path, a new energy, and you'll find a sense of life again. Because last time we looked, work is not about your life. It's about, you know, earning some income to have the means to do what you love to do and with the people you love to be around.
I need you to invest in your mind, right? And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. You're like, E.T., I want to be a public speaker. People emailing me, E.T., I want to be in the public speaking game. I want to counsel. You know, I want to be an engineer. I want to be a doctor. Listen to me. You can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books.
I'm fucking doing it. I'm actually saying I was going to do something, and I'm following up and making it happen for a change. Instead of just being like everyone else in society saying, oh, feel bad for me, or excuses this and excuses that. You know, how about we fucking grab our nuts for a change and actually mean what we say? Be a pillar in the community, someone whose word isn't just voices, who stands behind it. That's the guy responsibility. That's the one you can trust. His word means something. That's a role model right there, guys. That's what you want to be. It's not about how big your fucking bicep is. It's about doing what you say you're gonna fucking do. Seeing it through, man.
Check it out. Every day when you wake up, every single day when you wake up, you got 2 options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. That's right. You heard what I said. You got options. You can look at that snooze button. Boom. You can hit the snooze button and go back to bed. That's right. And do what? And dream. That's right. You can go back to sleep and dream about what you want to have. You know, watching MTV, watching BET, reading magazines, and dream about what you want to be. Right? Right there with your comfortable pillow. You dreaming about what you want to be. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock, and get up and go pursue your dreams.
And what it's about is motivation, guys. You know, I can tell you, you can learn it, you can teach it, you can study it, whatever you want to do. To learn everything there is about the gym, how to transform your body, how to grow muscle size, how to burn fat, how to get in, you know, greater aerobic strength and anaerobic strength, how to have the right nutrition and supplements to grow those muscles and put back and get that X factor, that 100% bang for the buck out of the gym's workout, to really see all the active myosin grow and the elongate the muscle, how to rest the body. All that stuff's great, guys. It's kind of like going to school, to study to be, a lawyer, and going through all the tests and everything else, but failing the bar. So therefore you can't practice what you've learned. So therefore it's all for fucking nothing. So everything, you might know everything about it, guys, but if you don't go to the gym and apply it, the fuck you doing? So the reason why people don't put action behind their work and their thought process and what they're saying is because they lose the motivation. They lose that fire inside to keep the engines running through those hurdles of life, adversity, and they get shut down, they get beat down, because for a lot of different reasons. Mainly because they don't have a good plan of attack. They're trying to take too much on at one time, and they don't know what they're up against, and they're just getting beat down. They really aren't, but they're just getting overwhelmed, and they're just like, fucking them out, man. So those are the things I do, guys, to keep the motivation alive. The other thing I would do is really cut the fat out of your life. Meaning, like a couple years ago, and I did a video blog very similar to this for New Year's resolutions for the members. And a couple years ago, man, I hit rock bottom. I really did. Everything in my life was just turned upside down, And I really had to step back and really see what I was doing, because every time you point your finger at something and say, "Oh, it's that fault," there's 3 fingers pointing back at you. So the first thing you got to do to fix something is evaluate yourself, see what's up. Do the pros and cons and everything. And when I say the pros and cons and everything, I'm talking about environments and people.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you could be. So I'm challenging you, number one, I'm challenging you to define your value, right? Number 2, I challenge you, listen to me. If you want to make more money, if you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number 2, I'm asking you to invest in you. That's right, invest what? Number 1, I'm asking you to invest time. I'm asking you to invest time in yourself. I dare you to ask yourself. Listen to me, I was with a young lady the other day, she interviewed me, right? And at the end of the interview, we was talking, and she's like, "Yo, E.T., how do you think the interview went?" I said, "It went great." She said, "How do you know?" I said, "Because while you were interviewing me, you were interviewing yourself. While you were asking me questions, you were interviewing yourself." And she said, "E.T., do me a favor. I need an assignment." I said, "I want you to come up with about 15 questions for yourself, and I want you to sit down and split yourself up, and I want you to ask yourself some questions. I want you to ask yourself, why haven't you made all your dreams become a reality? I want you to ask yourself, what are the barriers in my life that's keeping me from going to the next level? I want you to ask yourself, what do I love most about myself? I want you to ask yourself, what's my favorite color?" I challenge you. I dare you to invest in yourself. Number 1, you heard me. I dare you to understand that you got value. I dare you to start spending enough time where you get to explore who you are, to see who you are, so you can find out what you do that nobody else does, so you become valuable enough, amen, to be an asset. That's right, not a liability. Your boy E.T. is an asset, not a liability. Now, here go my final one. Right? If you really want to become you, and you want to be an individual, and you want to take your game to a place you've never taken it before, are you hearing what I'm saying? Number 3, this is what I need you to do for me. I got guys in school talking about they want to be rappers and they don't have a dictionary. You want to be a rapper and you don't have a thesaurus? You want to be a rapper but you don't understand the difference between a metaphor and a simile? You want to be a rapper but you're not taking the English language serious? You failing out in English and you want to be a rapper? You can't be like Pac. You can't be like Biggie if you're not investing time in the learning. You can't be the next great rapper if you're not investing in learning. And so I'm challenging y'all a book a week. I'm challenging y'all to go to conferences. I'm challenging you guys to invest in your mind. I'm the same E.T. I was when I was broke. I'm the same E.T. I was when I was making $335 working at Mickey D's. Not because I had a choice. That's right. Not because I had a choice, but I was working at Mickey D's because I wasn't investing in Eric Thomas. And I went to making $335 an hour to sometimes doing conferences making $20,000 a day. Why? Because I started investing in me. The first thing I did, I got a library card. I got a library card and I started reading books. Number 2, I started paying for books on my own. Number 3, I got the book club. I'm challenging.
So really look at not just the fat of your life, of your stomach, but the fat in your life, the people and the environments you're in. They're negative. They don't make you a better person. You're stronger if you cut the fat, cut them loose, man, throw them overboard. So recap, guys, and so stay motivated, guys. Trust me, to transform yourself is so much harder than actually being in shape, okay? Right now, if you guys have been in the gym from January on, you're probably getting to the point like, fuck, I'm not seeing it. You guys are weeks away from seeing the first signs of that transformation. You guys are right there. Don't give in yet, okay? Let's keep that motivation alive. One, we pick an end state, a goal out there that keeps us self-accountable, makes today worthwhile. We get a partner to help us get to the gym so we get the most out of our reps and sets and everything else. And then we learn from them and us going through it together, battling shelter, perfection, champions. That's what they do. See, hey, is this working for you? Yeah. Okay, it's not for me. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I see now. Okay, good. Find a new environment. Track your records, guys. Seeing where you are, to know where you've been, and improving, learning from that to really break these plateaus, and then pacing yourselves, guys. You guys can't not do a New Year's resolution and say, hey, so there's 4 factors, right? There's your cardio, there's your lifting program, there's your nutrition, and then there's your sleep. Those 4 things, you can't change all 4 of them at one time and expect any kind of success. It's too much to bear, you guys. Pick one thing at a time. Once you guys have your handle on that and it's feeling good, then add something else to the plate. Don't throw everything on that. It's going to be overwhelming. You guys are going to burn out, guys. So if you guys haven't been in the gym or anything else, don't be like, all right, this year, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wake up, I'm going to run a mile every morning. That's how I'm going to start my day. Then I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to work out for an hour and a half, and then I'm going to eat nothing but brown rice and chicken. And by the way, you used to eat pizza every day, and you never ran, never been to the gym, and then I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep every night. But usually, you're drunk every night, and you're up until 3 in the morning, and you're nursing a hangover at 6 when you get up. To do all that changing in a day is not going to happen. Yeah, it happen for a day or two, but then you can get burned out. So pace yourself, guys. And the last thing, find out who you're associating with. If those people add something to you, if they give you something in return, or is it all just a give and take, meaning like they just take and then you give? That's a bad relationship, man. Get the negative energy out of your fucking life. These people that you're around, they're always complaining and everything else. They're taking part of your soul. You only have so much to give every single day. Why waste it on that, guys? When the plane's going down, they always say, you gotta put your gas mask on before you can don it on a kid. Why do they say that? Because you're no good to that fucking kid if you're dead.